군산대학교 영어영문학과 캡스톤디자인 과목으로 놀러와 낭만과 창의성을 펼칠 수 있는 공간이야. 때로는 마음대로 잘 안 되어서 힘들 수 있겠지. 그래도 너가 배운 영어 실력을 뽐내봐. 교수님이 우리와 함께 하시지. 군산대학교 놀러와.
What happens in the brain when we fall in love? Love and the brain. Richard Schwartz and Jacqueline Olds are doctors and professors at Harvard Medical School. They are also married and have been together for almost 40 years. They know a lot about love, and they help many couples with relationship problems. Love is something people feel all around the world. A scientist named Helen Fisher studied 166 different cultures and found that 147 of them showed signs of romantic love. This means love is a very natural and common part of being human. How love affects the brain. In 2005, Dr. Fisher and her team did an important study using special brain scans called fMRI. They looked at the brains of people who were deeply in love. When these people saw pictures of someone they loved, their brains became active in areas that deal with pleasure and rewards. One of these areas is called the ventral tegmental area. This part of the brain helps us feel pleasure and excitement. Another part that became active was the caudate nucleus, which helps us make decisions and feel motivated. Both of these parts are full of a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is known as the feel-good chemical. It makes us feel happy and excited. When people fall in love, their brains release a lot of dopamine. That's why people in love feel so energetic and happy, sometimes even nervous or anxious. Love feels like a drug. Falling in love can feel very intense. Our hearts beat faster, our hands get sweaty, and our cheeks turn red. Scientists found that this feeling is similar to what happens when people use certain drugs like alcohol or cocaine. In fact, when male fruit flies were rejected by female flies, they drank more alcohol, just like people who feel heartbroken. This shows that love and some drugs affect the same parts of the brain. Both can make people feel very good or very bad, depending on the situation. Other chemicals in love. Two other important chemicals in love are oxytocin and vasopressin. These are sometimes called the bonding hormones. Oxytocin is released during hugs, kisses, and sex. It helps people feel close and connected. It also makes people feel calm and safe. Vasopressin is connected to long-term love and trust. It helps people stay together for a long time. These chemicals help turn early, exciting love into deep, caring love over time. Why love makes us act differently. When people are in love, they often don't see their partner's flaws. This is because love turns off the part of the brain that helps us judge others. One part of the brain, the amygdala, helps us feel fear and make decisions. But when we're in love, this part becomes less active. That's why people say love is blind. It's not just a saying, it's something that actually happens in the brain. How long does romantic love last? The exciting and stressful part of love usually lasts 1 to 2 years. After that, the brain chemicals go back to normal. But this doesn't mean the love goes away. In fact, love can become even stronger. Dr. Schwartz says that after the early stage, love turns into something more peaceful and comforting. It becomes what people call compassionate love. A deep feeling of care and connection, but not as wild or stressful as the beginning. Can you stay in love for years? Yes. A study in 2011 at Stony Brook University looked at couples who had been married for over 20 years. They used brain scans and found that these people still had strong activity in the same brain areas as people who had just fallen in love. This means that long-term couples can still feel romantic love even after many years. Dr. Schwartz said this proves that people who say, "I'm still madly in love," after 10 or 30 years are telling the truth. What if the love feels routine? Sometimes couples feel like they've lost the spark. This is normal. Life can get busy with work, kids, or other problems. Dr. Olds calls this the rustiness phenomenon. It means couples just get out of the habit of being romantic. But the good news is that love can come back. Spending more time together, hugging, or being close can raise oxytocin levels again. This helps bring back feelings of love and desire. Final thoughts: love is not just a feeling. It's also a chemical process in the brain. It affects how we think, feel, and act. From the first heartbeat-skipping crush to long-lasting partnerships, love plays a big role in our lives. Science is helping us understand how and why this happens. So next time your heart races when you see someone special, remember, it's your brain doing some powerful work.